Me and my OCD. Gotta get Petey stirred up in the picture. It's such a cool blanket. Straight out of the 60s. Feeling a little under the weather. The energy's for shit. So I thought it'd be a good time to plug in. Try to get my mojo on. Shall we see who's up and about? You just never know. Wow, I got my notification. That came through pretty quick. Who knows? Maybe the gadget's going to be cooperative this morning. I just never know. When it comes to the computer and smartphone and the interwebs, I come from a different time, that's for sure. Oh, I see a thumbs up and no views. Like I was just saying, this gadget never ceases to amaze me. But it's always a pleasure seeing somebody popping in. Thank you. Appreciate you. Nothing particular to talk about. Just thought I'd chime in. Ah, the kids in the house. What's happening, young man? Good to see you. It's just you and me, brother. How you doing? You out there messing around with them trees? I got the weirdest weather up here, man. It's been so warm, and today it's real cloudy and overcast, and they're talking maybe some rain later, but it's still really warm outside. Feels almost tropical. That's bizarre for northern Wisconsin. Shurkin, morning, Misfits. Good luck and God bless today. Well, thank you, Shurkin. Always a pleasure to see you. 3-3. Johnny and his scorecard. Man, I just want to get healthy. I'm tired of this constant up and down with my energy. Oh, little caffeine. Get the day started. Mm. Working with a realtor cleaning up some old properties. Right on, dude. Good for you. Nothing like having your own little business, man. Can be a little stressful for sure, trying to, find jobs and whatnot. But if you're good at what you do and you got some good contacts, you'll always stay busy. And you're good people, man. You're always trying to help people out. So I'm sure finding work won't be too hard. And living in the country, somebody always needs a chainsaw and somebody that knows how to use one. Oh, got so much work to do. Sometimes I feel like I'm just spinning my wheels, man. Looking forward to getting moved. Eric's in the house. Good morning, brother. Hope you're feeling well. I'm a little tired today, man. A little under the weather, but no worse for the wear. Got quite a bit of shit I need to get after, and you know, life and all of its adversities and such. How you doing, Eric? How's things around the house? I hope they're nice and quiet. Oh, shit. Still clearing the cobwebs. And I've been up for a minute too. I think I got up at 5:36 and it's almost 9 o'clock. I I cracked my phone screen. Yeah, mine's cracked too. I feel your pain. No, no prison. These tattoos come from a tattoo shop, but I get asked that all the time. Ace, Wolf, preach. Eric, keep it out of your prison wallet. Here we go again. Fuck, man. People. Who the fuck you pimping up to? Homie, you need to go. Hold on. Let me get rid of this guy. Hide user from channel. Yeah, Eric. The normal Eric. Yeah, it's been okay for the most part. My one cat had blood all over his butt yesterday. Oh shit. And gave me a scare, but I think he has. Oh. Yeah, he's a troll. Don't worry, I got rid of him. I had to read this comment that was held for review from our friend. Ace is a troll, yeah, no doubt. Right back again. Some of these people just too much, man. Anyway, the other Eric, yeah, man, two of them back to back. I had to get rid of both of them in his butt. Yeah, children, immature little children playing games with their gadget. That's what's wrong with this world. People don't have manners and respect. Feel entitled to talk shit to strangers. I'm used to it now. But when I first got out here, I had a real problem with it. There's no doubt about it. People, they just don't know how to behave. What are you going to do? Oh, man. Wiped out. Oh. So much to do. Uh. Cleaning house. There we go. This gadget's giving me grief. Go figure. Fuck, man. The kid cut their cause their parents never cared about them. Yeah, no doubt, dude. I hear you, kid. Do they seem to be helping? You know, it's too soon to tell. I took it for a week straight, and I'm not taking it for a little while. The one lady I was listening to, she said take it for a week and then wait 6 weeks and then take it again. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm not sure, but I think that stuff was wiping me out, especially if it was working, like I was saying. But I'm going to try to pick up some other stuff that helps boost my immune system to fight this off. It sucks, man. It really sucks. I need to get back home where I can get to a doctor with half a brain and get some samples tested. And I need to get on an antibiotic. That's what I really need. Henry's in the house. doing this morning? Doing well. How you doing, Henry? Always good to see you. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Yeah, I didn't have anything in particular to talk about. I just dragging ass. So I thought, you know what? While I'm chilling out, let me plug in real quick and say good morning and try to stay on a routine coming out here every day. It's good for me to stay plugged in. You know, a lot of times I don't want to get out here just in a mood and all that, but staying plugged in, reading comments helps with my reading and interacting, even if it's just in the comment section. It's food for the soul, as I like to say. The signal is getting real glitchy now, all of the sudden. Okay, it cleaned up now. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I booted a couple people. I don't know how they do it, but many times somebody gets in the comment section and I don't know, maybe it's that word malware. I don't know. Like I said, I get a lot of grief with this YouTube channel. There's a lot of folks in the interwebs and in my environment that don't care for me, and they go to great lengths to bust my chops. That's okay. I'm getting thick skinned, as they say, and people are going to do what they're going to do. Man. Mm-mm-mm. Hopefully the signal holds up. If it gets crappy, I'll just sign off. But adversity. Been dealing with it my whole life. This is nothing new. Just another obstacle to overcome in life. I'll be glad when I get these health issues squared away, get back to feeling normal. When I first moved up here, man, I was constantly doing shit. I had all kinds of energy back then. But when Kimba passed away and me and Mama Dog were real sick, I just haven't been the same since, man. I'm hoping that woodworm stuff helps, man. I got to give it some time. Signal still holding up, Eric. 5 and 5. I guess I finally got rid of the trolls. I noticed if I hide user from channel, YouTube takes me out of rotation. Then all of a sudden, no more knuckleheads come popping in. So strange. Back in the day, there'd be 1,000 people would pop in here on a live. It was crazy. Yeah, it's good. Cool. Right on. Right on. Oh, man. So much on the brain these days. Real eager to get back home. I was pricing some more real estate back home. I think once this election comes and goes, real estate in California is going to tank even worse. And real estate up my way will go up. That's my guess. The whole prepping thing is going to get, I might get lucky. We'll see. If things weren't so bad here, I'd just stay. But I can't be surrounded by haters, man. Not healthy in more ways than one. Foes come driving up my driveway. Henry, that's why I got my outside animals, because it was out there and I couldn't do outside in any time. Gotcha. I think I know what you're saying in my reading. Picture is a little fuzzy once in a while, but it's not glitching much. Thanks, homie. Yeah, like I said, I get a lot of grief coming on YouTube. I really do. Dem Democrats will Democratic states will suffer the most. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. There's a lot of craziness in the world right now. There's no doubt about it. Let me say it one more time. Fuck. A lot of craziness in the world. They're so easily influenced and manipulated, they can't think for themselves. It's unfortunate. Folks are very gullible, believe in they hear, don't know how to do their own homework. They're in for a rude awakening. There's no doubt about it. Seeing some videos now, people are lighting ballot boxes on fire in states for that are swing states. It's just unreal. People are trying so hard not to let Trump get into office, and I've watched several different people, and everybody's saying the same thing. And people that are very neutral, who don't even care, and they're all saying the same thing, that Trump's way ahead, way ahead. But if you listen to anything that's mainstream media, they tell a very different story. That's why I say most people don't know how to think for themselves. Big Al's in the house. What's happening, homie? Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Just talking about the state of affairs. Man, I'm be real curious to see what happens in California after the election. The human brain is a terrible thing to waste. Amen, dude. I couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of hype. Right before the election, there's going to be a lot of hype. There already is, but it's going to get worse. And the transition, once the election's over, and if Trump wins, what is it? November, it's a couple months before he actually gets into office. So that time frame in between winning the election and taking the White House, right in between there, oh, it's going to get bumpy. No doubt about it. People just don't know how to behave. And like I've said many times, they don't know how to agree to disagree. You never unblock my other account, so I have to switch to say what's up. I don't know how to. See, the thing is, I didn't block it like I was telling you. Somehow, there are folks that mess with this channel and have blocked good people. And if I don't know how to find your channel, I can't unblock it. I've tried to look under old comments and that didn't work. I'm sorry, homie. There's shit with this YouTube channel that's out of my control. My bad. Karina's in the house. How you doing, young lady? Always a pleasure. Mm. Just like with the nonsense with Trump, and all the people that do shit to do whatever they can to try to keep him out of office. There's a fair amount of people that try real hard to keep me from coming on to YouTube and mess with people in the comment section. I had a lot of good folks that disappeared in the comment section. I have a feeling there's more than a couple of people that have been blocked from this channel that I didn't block. It's shitty, man. And I just come out here, you know, friendly conversation with some good folks, try to start a charity. I'm not out here trying to stir the pot, and I'm not political. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican or a liberal or a conservative. None of that shit matters to me. The only thing that matters to me is how do you behave on regular. Oh, good. Yeah, there you go. No worries. Uh, 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 Karina, I'm trying to be okay. Very stressed out today. Oh, I'm sorry, young lady. Yeah, I know how that is. I'm stressed out quite a bit, and I do my best to keep my blood pressure down because the last thing I need to do is have this aneurysm cut loose, and I'll be gone real quick. Uh, 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 uh. Freedom of the press. Exactly, kid. Where's Misfits? Not sure what you mean, Big Al. Like I was just saying, I have a feeling a lot of Misfits have been blocked from the channel. There were quite a few followers at one time that I don't see in the comment section anymore. And I know people will take down comments on videos. And like after these lives get posted, I've seen where there's a couple comments, and then when I go to look, they're not there. So, like I said, there's a lot of people that have a real problem with me, and they go to great lengths to bust my chops. And they take it out on you guys because they think that's going to get to me. But whatever. It's just part of life. Karina, I have high blood pressure, so I've been feeling sick. Oh, damn, young lady, I'm sorry. He was saying it doesn't matter if we are Democrat or Republican. I was just saying that we are misfits, all of us. Oh, I got you. I understand, Big Al. There you go. Yeah. I, yeah, I get you, Big Al. I've seen this country change a lot in my lifetime. People used to be more charitable and more friendly, more kind. You know, I come out here talking about doing a kind act for a stranger, feeding a homeless person, holding the door open, because that was the world I grew up in. You got used to life being like that. And that's why I can see how vastly different this world is now compared to what it was. Because I remember the old days. People carried themselves with dignity and respect. There was always a small exception to the rule, but now the good people are the exception to the rule, and the shitheads are the ones that are running amok, man. It's crazy. Henry, I wish it would go back to then. We were a lot younger because it was a bad world. I wish it would go back to when we were a lot younger because it was a bad world. Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying, Henry. I've always had a soft spot for people having a hard time. Growing up in foster homes, I knew a lot of foster brothers and sisters and kids that have really went through it, and I always watched out. You know, I cared too much, as they say. And being empathetic and being soft in this world, you get ran over, you know, you get used and trolled, right? People want to bust my chops because I'm a nice guy. And the world is such a shit show. I'm sorry, I can't really see, so I got to talk text. Yeah, no worries, Henry. I get you. It's the same for me. No worries. Yeah, back then you never had to, this is Big Al, you never had to worry about your kids. Everybody watched everybody, yep, 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 and looked out and helped everyone. Nowadays, you have to worry about everything. Amen, kid, or Big Al. I couldn't agree more. You know, when I was young, you went out and played. You know, my foster parents didn't trip on me jumping on my bicycle and taking off. Where you going? I'm going over to the park to play baseball. Okay, be home in time for dinner. You know, and you took off for hours at a time. I don't think kids do that anymore. It's sad. You know, you went to the park and you interacted with other kids. You got checked up in the playground, right? If somebody was a bully, most kids would team up against a bully. You know, you didn't last long. The world has changed a great deal. The internet, isolation, people don't know how to interact, be respectful to each other. It's bizarre to me. How long do you think that they've been cheating? Cuts, because it's the only way they win. They're criminals. Yeah, kid, no doubt. A long time. A long time. You know, people like Jimmy Carter, he was a nice guy, a church going guy, you know, tried to do charitable stuff. He didn't get much done as a president because he wasn't a politician. And when George Bush Sr. and Jr. went through the office and Obama, the world changed a great deal. The Constitution went out the window. You think about our rights, freedom of speech. So many things have changed so quickly in this world. It's incredible to me just how fast it's went in the toilet. Kids are too locked up in their bedroom playing on their tablets and games. Amen, Big Al. Absolutely. I had to come home when the street lights came on. So did I, brother. So did I. MLD. Good morning, Johnny. Sending you warm embrace. Wish you a bright day. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. Kind act for a stranger. Somebody saying something nice to this old man. I appreciate you, and thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Yeah, I don't know, man, but we're gonna find out real soon just how bad things are gonna get. Like I said, the time frame from when Trump gets elected, because I think we all know that's gonna happen, and to the time he takes office, that couple months in there, people are gonna be running amok. And Trump's already talking about cleaning house, you know, when it comes to the FBI and all the corrupt people in politics. You know, whether he's going to be able to do anything about it, military industrial complex and all that nonsense, all the money we waste on wars overseas, and we're not taking care of the people right here in our own country. It's a crime the way the government treats our veterans. It's unreal. Unreal. The guy that stopped by the other day with aerial photographs of my property, we were chatting up a little bit, and he was telling me about some of the adversity his son is going through, going to the VA. Terrible, man. They should have tip-top medical treatment. Anybody that served this country to protect and serve, they should have access to anything and everything they need once they get home. And it's quite the opposite. It's just wrong. The kid, they lose touch with reality, social interaction. Yep, absolutely, kid. Henry, but you think about it for years ain't really a long time. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, Henry. You know, when you think about how old this country is or how old civilization is, the time we spend here on this planet is just a blink of an eye. And when you think about the changes in this country from what it was 30 years ago to what it is to today, it leaves me speechless. because I saw what it used to be like. Black and white TV, and my telephone was bolted to the wall. There was no such thing as a computer when I was little. And then when there was a computer, IBM and all that, the only people that had computers was the government and some big businesses, you know. But a PC really changed the world, and a smartphone even more so. You know, to be able to get on your phone and FaceTime halfway around the world, that's straight out of Star Trek. Alien technology. We'll be in the Terminator movie before you know it. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, Big Al. But in the last 4 years, he can change some stuff. I hope so, dude. And it's kind of crazy that you can't go more than 8 years as a president, but I understand that. But sometimes you get a good president and he should stay in there. Yeah, I agree. The president should be based on performance. You know, if somebody's in the White House and they're doing a good job and everybody likes them and everybody's behind them and the country's going in a good direction, why change it? You know, I understand term limits so that you don't have somebody like, what's the dude's name that runs Russia? Man, got brain fart. Sometimes people get into office and then they get too much power and they never get out of office. But, you know, we the people, if you have a fair and free election, you should be able to vote whoever you want into office every 4 years if they've already been in office, especially if they're doing a good job. Because you're right, kid, or Al, if, you know, Trump's only in there for 4 more years, should he get into office, you know, how much can he get done in 4 years and who's going to see him? But the thing is, if Trump does a good job and things start turning around, he'll back somebody. And whoever he backs, let's hope they pick up the torch and keep it going in the same direction. The liberals have been running this country for a long time, and they've been running it into the ground. And what goes up must come down. So let's hope the change that we need comes and it sticks for a while. I agree with you, Big Al. Karina, take care, Johnny. I need to go clear my mind. You take care of yourself, young lady. Thank you for popping in. I hope you feel better. Big Al, the world's happy and peace at peace. Why take it away? Yeah, I agree. Saddam Hussein, Putin. Yeah, Putin was the one I was trying to think of. Yeah, if you get a dictator that's running game on the people in the country, right, that's no good. I think you need a fair and free election every 4 years, 5 years, whatever. But the problem is a lot of people with a lot of power are corrupt, right? And then they know how to rig the system. And I think we've been dealing with a lot of that. But now with the smartphones and everybody's talking, and it allows Joe Q public to have a voice, and we can interact just like right now and think for ourselves. YouTube news, people that have independent little YouTube channels, they get more views than the news on the television now because people don't trust the news on the television. So the world has started to wake up to the manipulation. Little, and hopefully it snowballs and it keeps going in that direction. They get too much power. Exactly, Big Al. Yeah. Yeah. Too much power and too much money. You're absolutely right. Greed. A lot of narcissists get into politics and law enforcement, right? People that shouldn't have that job. We're going to find out real soon. There's no doubt Trump's getting elected. The powers to be like it or not, I've seen quite a few different types of, what do you call it? Independent, like I was just talking about, independent news channels on YouTube who look at a lot of different statistics, and everybody's saying the same thing, that the country is tired of the way things have been. They saw what Trump did before. They don't like what Biden did, so I don't think there's any doubt that Trump will get elected. It's just what's going to happen before he takes office. You know, the people in the White House just passed a law that the military can take lethal force against citizens now in time of civil unrest. They couldn't do that before. Now they got the authority to take a life. Why would you do that right before the election? They're anticipating some real shit show. I don't know, man. I pay close attention, but nobody knows what the future has in store. But whatever is coming, it's going to get worse before it gets better. There's no doubt about that. The homeless population. You just look at the size of the homeless population and how fast it's growing. How many people are living in their cars and have a job, but they can't afford rent? That's all happened in the last few years, right? That's not something that's been going on for 20, 30 years. That's real recent. That's why I have no doubt Trump will get elected. People want change. They want this country to go back to the way it used to be. We need jobs. We need industry. If we get to beefing with Russia and China cuts us off and they quit putting all of our stuff on a boat, there ain't going to be nothing on the shelves in the grocery store. Big Al, going to be a long trip. Amen, brother. Henry, kind of think some heads are going to roll. Donald gets elected. Yeah, I agree. He needs to clean house, you know. All that nonsense about Hunter Biden's laptop, Epstein. I just watched Bill Gates, and somebody was talking to Bill Gates, and they asked him about Epstein, and he got so nervous. He was stumbling for words like, oh yeah, I really didn't know him that well. And what happened to Jeffrey Epstein's, all the shit that they found, right? How much P. Diddy stuff did Epstein have? Where's all of that footage, right? Even P. Diddy he was rubbing shoulders with Barack Obama. You know what I'm saying? So dirty deeds done dirt cheap. There's no doubt about it. And how the guy that ran the FBI was talking all kinds of mess, you know, when it came to Hunter Biden's laptop, tells you that the FBI's dirty. It's bananas, man. It just, and it's all there for the general population to see. You know, there's been enough talk and there's been enough evidence that's come out, but the real juicy stuff kind of makes you wonder if Jeffrey Epstein is still alive. Just saying. Thanks, guys, for hitting that button. Big Al, closing some borders so we can have election states now. That is crazy because we have so many people that don't live in. Yep. I agree. I just watched a video talking about somebody going to cast their ballot and they said, "You want to see my ID?" I think it was in California. Like, no, we don't want to see your ID. You had to show an ID proving your citizenship before your ballot went into the ballot box. And in California, they won't do that. So how many people did they bus to swing states? I've seen that out here many times. A lot of people that are in this country without citizenship got imported to swing states and got free money. You know, they're bribing these people to vote for Kamala. It's crazy. Big Al, I'm not racist or anything. I just think that they should take care of our own people first. Amen. Look at this one. Kamala's going to win. You want to bet some money on it? I don't think so. I don't think so. She don't even have the courage to go on Joe Rogan. I didn't even bother to watch Trump's interview on Joe Rogan. And I was hearing that that video got suppressed quite a bit. And Kamala won't even go on Rogan. Big Al, troll. Yeah, sure. It's all good. It don't bother me none. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But there's no way Kamala Harris is winning the election. She don't stand a chance. She don't stand a chance. Yo, what's happening? VENUG, man, I can't say your name. Sorry, man, I don't read so good. LOL. Scrolled so much, I reached USA. There you go. She wanted Rogan to go to her. Oh, here's our little friend, SK Skite. She's got the gay, black women, and Mexican votes. Okay. Henry, yeah, she does. It's real red for sure. She don't want to go to the studio in Austin. Whatever. The fact of the matter is, she's not very good when it comes to freestyling. You know what I mean? If she don't have a teleprompter or something ain't scripted, when she gets to talking and freestyling, she sounds like a teenager. I saw a video where she was singing a Parliament song. I could not believe how immature she sounded. It was it was too much. Tax. Do you think the suppression of haggis corpse is acceptable in any situation? I'm not sure what HAGGIUS, haggis. Oh, corpus. That's a legal term. I'm not sure what that means, to be honest with you. Habeas corpus, yeah, I'm not, but what I think is we need to abide by the Constitution. It's worked for a long time, and they shit all over the Constitution, and I think we need to go back to the way things used to be. She's the current VP. She didn't have time to get to Austin. Trump is unemployed. Okay, whatever you say. The kid. Their little game is almost over. 6 more months. We're going to get smoked out. There you go, kid. Yeah. Drama's coming. Drama is coming. There's no doubt about it. But people want change. People want jobs. There's no denying that. And a lot of people that struggle in life, their life has got worse. And it don't matter what color your skin is or sexual preference. People want jobs. People want to be happy. And with Kamala Harris, it's going to be more Joe Biden bullshit. And they see it. People might say, oh, yeah, I'm going to vote for Kamala, but when they go to cast, they're going to be dropping Trump in that box because they don't want the grief. I've heard it from a lot of ethnic people, right? People of all different colors that used to vote liberal are now voting conservative because their life has gotten worse, especially the black vote. People aren't stupid. They're easily manipulated, but they're not stupid. Thank you, Henry. Amen on that. Keep crying. There you go. There you go, Eric. Yeah, we need stuff made back in America. Amen, Henry. We need jobs. We need industry. That's the kind of stuff Trump is pushing, not Kamala. She don't talk about making America great again. We used to be a great nation. We helped a lot of other people. We used to send aid to other countries. We used to send food, not bombs and bullets. It's a shame that people have be quiet and a bit of vocal about voting Trump because, yeah, they'll get grief. Yeah, I've seen it many times, many times. You know, people interviewing people and saying, yeah, they won't admit to their friends and family that they're going to vote for Trump because they don't want to hear it. But a lot of people have changed them. I know people locally that used to vote liberal that are voting conservative now. I'm deep in the South. Wait, Phyllis is Phyllis is barely moving. Gotcha, Henry. The kid. All they care about is thinking up new ways to steal your money. Amen, brother. Yeah. I mean, Kamala's running her mouth about unrealized gains. That's going to hurt a lot of people, picking the pockets of the people on the street again, not the people on Wall Street. Big business, lobbyists, and all that. LS is in the house. Oh, I didn't get a chance to read it before it got retracted. It's all right, young lady. Uh, Eric, sorry for the typo. Have to be quiet and not be vocal. No, yeah, no worries, Eric. How you doing, LS? Always a pleasure to see you. Thanks, guys, for hitting that button. Appreciate you. I just hope we can get back to agree to disagree and still be cordial to each other. It's the way it used to be, you know. People could talk politics without wanting to strangle each other, man. The world has gotten to be a real shit show. Okay, Skype. Lots of people liberal to went from liberal to conservative in Canada too. Yeah, there you go. People want change. Oh, yeah, definitely. Don't forget to double tap the screen. Thank you, Henry. Appreciate you. Like I said, I'm not liberal. I'm not conservative. I'm just old fashioned, right? Manners and respect. Everyone loves Trudeau. All right. I can't take it no more. Hide user from channel. See ya, my libertarian. Enough of that one. Oh, everyone loves Trudeau. I don't think so. Common folks on the street got no love for Trudeau or Biden or Harris. You can see what they've done. The man on the street wants positive change. Getting rid of them. Yeah, for sure, Eric. Time for them to go. I'm not big on politics. Never have been. But things have gotten so twisted. It's about control. It's not about what's best for the American citizen anymore. It's about controlling the American citizen. Manipulation and lies and cover ups and corruption. Our government's been a shit show for a long time. It's sad. It's really sad. Hopefully things start to turn around. I really do. Yeah, ain't no secret in black and white. Amen, Henry. You got it, brother. Absolutely. Absolutely. Common sense. You can see what's going on. All you got to do is look at how many small businesses are closed. I know people who are entrepreneurs that are really struggling. The economy is so bad right now that small businesses are closing right and left. That's the backbone of this country. The kid, forgive them. They know not and realize they haven't been brainwashed. Amen, brother. Amen. Yeah. And people don't want to admit when they're wrong, you know? Back in the day, a liberal was a hippie, right? Richard Nixon was a conservative, and the hippies were liberals, love and peace. And things are all twisted up now. Black is white, white is black. Shit just doesn't make sense anymore. And like you just said, brainwashing. People don't realize just how wrong they are, and they don't want to admit they're wrong. Message retracted. Message retracted. Big Alan LS. Sorry, I'm deleting my messages. Too many spelling errors. No worry, no worries, LS. If it wasn't for me talking to the gadget and it doing all the spelling, I wouldn't be able to respond to your comments. And half the time, that's wrong. So don't you worry about it, young lady. Mm. And half the time, I'm reading these comments and I get words wrong. So no apologies necessary. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Well, once again, I hope things turn around for the better. I mean, it's going to get worse, but when it all shakes out, hopefully things start moving in the right direction. A lot of those empty storefronts start filling up with new delicatessens and new pizza joints and, all those mom and pop stores that used to see every day, a lot of them are gone. My tattoo guy was telling me how business has dropped off so much that he hasn't seen it this slow in a long time. People just don't have the money to go out to a restaurant or go get a tattoo. You know, it's brutal. Even even going to a fast food joint. Who can afford fast food these days when the oh let it go, Johnny. I get all worked up. Oh, they don't take the time to do their research. Amen, kid. Absolutely. People are just too quick to believe everything they hear and don't want to admit when they're wrong. I get to daydreaming about my childhood because it was so different back then than it is now. And it wasn't even all that long ago. That's why people get depressed. They work for giant companies, no businesses to call their own. Amen. Amen. I've said it out here before. If I had to do it over again, instead of being a union sheet metal worker, I would have started a little landscaping company, a lawnmower and a leaf blower and a rake, and would have been my own boss. I would have been happier and I would have had more money. There was a guy that I went to high school with, and his father, John Marsh, his father was the mayor of one of the cities that I lived by, and he had his own little landscaping company. And I used to think how stupid that was, this guy and his lawnmower and his little Toyota pickup truck. But he did really well for himself, raised a family, bought a nice house, had people working for him. You know, he was living the American dream. Now people can't afford to have somebody cut their lawn for them. They're out there pushing their own lawnmower. And that's what I'm saying. Disposable income is gone. People don't have extra money. They're lucky if they got enough for rent and food. It's crazy. That's why I know Trump's going to get elected. This country wants change. They want things to go back the way they used to be, where people could enjoy their life. They weren't so strapped. There wasn't homeless encampments everywhere. If you go on YouTube and you look up homeless people in San Francisco, I was just talking to a friend back home, and we were chatting it up about how many, tent cities are everywhere in Frisco. And all the big cities are the same. People can't afford simple shelter, forced into the street. And it's not because they're all a bunch of drunks and drug addicts either. They just, oh, let it go. Man, I get on my soapbox. I feel bad for the people that struggle. It's here in Southwest Louisiana. Yeah, I'm sure it's everywhere, Henry. It's heartbreaking. It really is. I've never seen so many people to meet their basic needs and necessities. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I've never bothered to look, but I bet you enrollment in college has dropped quite a bit. How are you supposed to pay for college tuition? Your parents aren't going to have the money. Everybody's just trying to survive. Oh, my heart goes out, right? My whole plan for this piece of property was to help 10 people down on their luck and save some doggies, man, because that's my passion. But I might get a phone call from friends back home saying, Johnny, we're going to come see you. I don't know, man. I don't know. Uh, Henry, seems like us in Louisiana, extra eggs, and the ones we don't sell, we give to the church. They can give them to people. There you go, Henry. Amen, brother. Good looking out. Charity starts at home, like I was just saying. I bought 30 acres with 2 houses and all this stuff so I could help somebody. I had big aspirations. I wanted to save dogs. And I thought a 10-to-1 ratio, 10 dogs to 1 person would work. Big dreams to be a foundation, right? I wanted to start a real charity, to make a difference in this world, to leave something behind after I'm dead that does good deeds after I'm gone. But the world we live in, people like me face a lot of adversity. And back in the day, this would have been something easy to do. And I didn't even think about, I just went for it. And it didn't work. And maybe when I get moved and started somewhere else, we'll see. But the worse things get, the more unlikely it is that I'll get to start a charity. I hate to say that, but that's what it feels like. I mean, heaven forbid the stock market really shits itself. My pension will disappear and my income will get cut in half. And if the government really has hard times, my Social Security checks could get a haircut too. I'm fully aware. And there's a lot of countries that are pushing real hard to get rid of the US dollar, world reserve currency, the BRICS alliance, all that financial stuff. I've been following that stuff since the housing crisis. And that's just getting worse and worse and worse. The United States has created a lot of enemies, and now they're teaming up against us. Russia, China, India, South Africa, Brazil, and there's a whole bunch of other countries that are trying to join the BRICS right now and trade with their own money and get rid of the US dollar. LS, but you can give your own personal dog a great life. That matters too. Amen. And that's what I'm going to do, LS. When I sell this property, I'm going to look for a smaller piece of property, and I'm just going to start at home and wait and see what happens. You know, I came here with big dreams and intentions, and it bit me in the ass. And I learned from that. And I'm old, I'm tired, I'm sick, I don't feel so good. And now I just want a quiet life, a simple life. And if it's just me and 2 or 3 dogs, I'll be quite happy. You know, I was trying to do this for you guys, right? I had mine. I had my dogs and plenty of money. More than I needed. And what happened to me here changed me. I'm a little bitter. You know, I want to help. Always talking about doing a kind act for a stranger. Just like Henry talking about taking eggs to the church. You know, that's who I am by nature. I've always been that way. Ooh, my tummy is growling. Henry, I slide man. I got 3 show hour and they're my. Gotcha, Henry. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm heartbroken. You know, losing my dogs really broke my heart and forced me to be a realist. Not so much with the big dreams anymore. I just want to survive like everybody else. Want to be happy. Tired of being miserable. Man, my belly is just growling. I worry that I won't get out of here. I do. Had to put up with a lot living here. And it's hurt more ways than one. Now I just want a quiet, simple life. If I'm lucky enough to find the right people to do something with, fantastic. But I think it's a long shot now. The way things are going in this country and what's happened since I've moved here, I just don't have a lot of faith that I'll be able to pull it off. But I know I can have a peaceful life once I leave, provided I get out of here in one piece. You should do a live while you're cooking some food. There you go, LS. The kit, there's no just how much disposable income you have, and they will dispose of it for you. Yeah, no kidding, kid. Ah, Cindy, always good to see you. Thank you, young lady. Much love and hugs to you. Henry, yeah, you got a dog or 2 and get your life go back to the right way, you've be all good. Yeah, yeah. I got old videos from the mobile home park when me and my dogs were healthy and happy. Had a little drama with some people in the neighborhood. But other than that, I had a nice little life there. I was happy. I was happy with my dogs, except for my drinking. Now I don't drink no more. So if I can get back to California, get a little piece of property up in the foothills somewhere and a couple of dogs, no alcohol, I'll have a happy little life right to the grave. I just got to get there. I got a lot to do before then, and Lord knows what kind of adversity I'll face before I get out of this town. I just mind my business. I learn from my mistakes, and with a little bit of luck, I'll get to finish this life with some peace and quiet. But as far as starting a charity, it'll burn in me to the day I die, because it's who I am. But I don't hold out much hope anymore. That's like me. I don't drink no more. I just hang out with my dogs and my chickens, and I'm all good. There you go, Henry. Glad to hear it, brother. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to get off the gadget. My belly's growling. I need to eat some food. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you very much. You helped me get through the day. Take care of each other. The world's not very nice, and it's going to get worse, and you're going to need to take care of each other. I'll be out here every day, at least once a day, chiming in. But you can make a difference in your neighborhood. That kind act for a stranger stuff, just holding the door open, good morning, bringing back civility, right? Goes a long way. It really does. Let me check Henry's comment real quick. Say I moved from another town to this town and people are scared to me, but they don't mess with. Gotcha, Henry. All right, guys. Thanks again. I appreciate you. I got to get at some food. Have a beautiful day, and I'll check in with you guys later. Peace.